This is for Adam Jackson. This is for Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. This is for Luke Broadwater. This is for Ivan Bates. This is for Warren Brown, Dwight Pettit, J. Wendell Gordon, Malcolm Ruff. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle and me go back a long ways when y'all came into some conception. But when y'all moved into the building over there by Ida B's with Paul J. and the Real News in 2014, I gave the Real News information exposing the corruption in Baltimore that we're experiencing today behind the war on drugs. I gave the Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle the same thing. Adam Jackson had an event over at their place on Fayette Street over Harbor Bank. It was supposed to be a public event. I broke down the criminal enterprise, and Adam Jackson didn't want the world to see that. Adam Jackson said I couldn't do my presentation. And I ain't mad because it was your event. But when you shunned me from that event, it's the same thing. You shielding the corruption in Baltimore. It's called the haves versus the have-nots. And that's what I got locked up for, the haves versus the have-nots. Adam Jackson, the Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Ivan Bates, Luke Broadwater. I made a book about Baltimore, and y'all is in it. Social media for social change, because y'all need social media to get y'all's things done. Ivan Bates worked with Alec the Corporation. Remember the movie, The New Face of Old Jim Crow? Well, this is the new faces of old Jim Crow right in your face. Michelle Alexander told y'all about it, but I'm going to show you. Real shit. That's Marilyn Mosby. She been lying to you. It's mail receipt. It's election year. If you go get that mail receipt from Marilyn Mosby, you're going to see what I'm telling is the truth. You go to Adam Jackson and Ivan Bates. You go to Ivan Bates' campaign office. I left him a TV set. That TV set had 52 members of the Democratic Party committing crimes in the state. Y'all send a lot of black people to jail, but y'all give white people a pass. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. This is for real. That's my community Verizon award. I got that in 2016. That's a Rob Fix production. I've been making this movie, Letters to Zion, since 2006. That's Jim Crow Justice. That's Scott Shellenberger. White Supremacy, Marilyn Mosby. Y'all been promoting this and permitting this. I named your judges and lawyers that get paid off of this. Judge Holland, Judge O'Malley, Judge Turnbull, Judge Pearson, Judge Bridges, Judge Rossetti, Greg Bernstein, Michael Waller, Michael Nearham. That's your state's attorney. I broke your criminal enterprise down. I'm a whistleblower. I'm not no snitch. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. You feel me? Kwaisi and Fumi got this. Adam Jackson and the Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle tried to lean on the Baltimore block back in 2014 because Raleigh Hayes and Trey Murphy was running around the city and running around the country talking about they was part of the Baltimore block, but they was collecting money. They collected a lot of money and they fucked off a lot of money. The Baltimore block don't take money. We don't indulge in that. Y'all make money to keep this fear going. So the Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle tried to lean on me about $50,000 that I didn't have nothing to do with. Y'all do this activism for money. I do it for change, the change that needs to be done. So when y'all say something out your mouth about Shorty, be man enough to stand on it. Because when I say something about you, I can show and tell. That's why I put it in a book. We weaving in Baltimore. You feel me? Show and tell. Show and tell. And I'm showing and telling you the judges and the lawyers that get paid off of this. Baltimore. It's Baltimore rewired. The money behind the machine. And we're going to talk about the money that Adam Jackson made. We're going to talk about the money that they put in Ivan Bates' hands. Sheila Dixon. Yeah. We're going to talk about being black and white America. Yeah. Truth speaking to power. And the Baltimore Sun, too. It's like I said, Baltimore rewired. Governor Schaefer. Talking about your prison industry. The school to prison pipeline. Remember when we marched to close the school to prison pipeline? Y'all did a march. I'm still doing the work. Feel me? That's me. During Iran-Contra, we transported drugs. That's why I talk about ending the war on drugs. This is the great race debate. You feel me? Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's what I did. I put that toilet in front of the courthouse to expose the corruption and the racism in the courts. And that's the case. That's Ben Carson's. All right? And that's Shorty. I'm with homelessness and mass incarceration. See that? That's me. Inmate N62528. See that? I'm white. It's a phony bomb threat. And y'all knew it was a phony bomb threat and ain't open your mouth. Y'all let them white people kidnap me because I was talking about your prison industry, your cash cow. Phony bomb threat. I had your Department of Justice on it. I had Richard Scher on it. I had Dr. Lamont Hill. I had ABC. I had NBC. I had 92Q on it. I had Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle on it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I go to jail for the right reasons. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle talk about prison reform and they talk about the marijuana law, but all they wanted to do is incorporate it in their way of getting money. They don't want to end the war on drugs. Neither does Ivan Bates. They make a lot of money behind the war on drugs. The haves versus the have-nots. The haves versus the have-nots, and I'm standing on that. That's the real news. Arts and promotions. So I told you I was making a movie, and that's the movie producer, Rob Fix. That's Mayor Pugh, and that's Mayor Governor O'Malley. We talking about your media and the role the media plays in misinformation. Adam May did an 1.5-hour interview. You never showed the whole interview to the people. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Julian Jones and our councilman. You feel me? Julian Jones and our councilman. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Luke Broadwater. That's Adam Jackson and Ivan Bates. Tell him to tell the story about Shorty. Tell him the truth. Tell Ivan Bates to produce that TV set I left at his campaign office. Truth gonna speak to power. They charge you with, well, we ain't even gonna get into that. But you was accused of doing things that was never addressed. So I addressed them right here. Y'all took a truck. That truck contained a whole lot of stuff. It contained material about Adam Jackson and Ivan Bates. That's the Court of Special Appeals. That's the judge. And right here, that's John Cardins. That's David Wiggins. You feel me? That's Bilal. That's Mosby. That's Dent. That's the NAACP candidacy form in 2014. Candidacy form in 2014. I was talking about ending the war on drugs. That's the Department of Justice, Mr. Hardin. You go to Governor Hogan's office right now. Robert Hur is his right-hand man. I'm a whistleblower. I'm a whistleblower and y'all ain't open your mouth. Y'all let them kidnap me 3 times in 2007, 2011. It's 2022 and your mouth is still tight. Silence is consent, but I'm getting ready to blow y'all up. That's Commissioner D'Souza, all right? And that's Tim Tennyson from WBAL, because I'm showing you the role that the media played in this. That's Bush. And right here, Block Party gets bigger and better. That's Shorty. So, Mr. Jackson, what do you do in the community? What do you do in the community? I don't see you in the community. You claim to be a voice in the community, but right now your mouth tight as, man, it's tight. Anybody that want to talk about leaders of a beautiful struggle and why I don't deal with them? Because they're not leading us nowhere. They're not giving us no leadership, no direction, no nothing. The has versus the have-nots. That's Mark Kapelhoff, Department of Justice. See that? United States Department of Justice. That's me. Leaders of a beautiful struggle, that's me. You left me in jail. And y'all thought that shit was funny. But I don't see you laughing no more when I'm in a public place. Because when I come into a public place, in a public event, and I holler mic check, y'all get quiet as a church mouse. This is 2022. I've been waiting for y'all to say something. Silence is consent. These is the cases right here. See that? January 11, 2011, I was kidnapped. That's the city solicitor's office. Nielsen. These are the cases. This is ABC2. Dred Scott, 2010. I broke down Governor O'Malley's mom machine in 2010, long before I got locked up. I gave that same information to Adam Jackson and Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle. You didn't want to hear it. You don't want to say nothing. I gave it to Sheila Dixon. I gave it to the Equity Doc. I gave it to our black leadership. I gave it to Ivan Bates. Mr. Jackson, if you got something to say, please do. Silence is consent. Racism don't work without black cooperation. You talking about the new face of old Jim Crow? Man, take a good look. Take a good look. That's Congressman Cummings, Senator Cardin, Sheriff Fisher, Mr. Snowden, and Mr. McGee, Judge Bell. Time to tell the truth. We're talking about your prison industry. That's Barbara Mikulski. Governor O'Malley appoints 9 judges. Those 9 judges had 5 friends. You got 45 judges in courts that's committing atrocities in our black community. And Ivan Bates been getting paid off of that. He been working with them judges. He been working with them lawyers. That's the Baltimore Sun, Brent Jones, NBC, ABC, and CBS. That's Charles Gibson, World News Tonight. And that's Stephen Janis from Fox 45, whistleblower exposing the political corruption. Y'all been asking to expose the corruption for 10, 15 years. I gave it to you on a silver platter. That's Jim Crow, white supremacy, Marilyn Mosby, grand jury. I named your judges, your lawyers, and your politicians to get paid off of this. All right? Shutterfly. You feel me? We talking about the new face of old Jim Crow. Silence is consent. You feel me? So go to Adam Jackson and go to her. Make her produce this material. Y'all running for office? I'm running my mouth. Ivan Bates got the same thing. The haves versus the have-nots. And y'all making the black community the cash cow. You feel me? Y'all making the black community the cash cow. We selling pies and cakes, y'all. Art and activism, the art of protest. Yeah, we be protesting at the monument, Harriet Tubman's grove. So let's tell the truth and shame the devil. I'm putting you out here on social media because people want to defend you. Here's a chance to defend yourself. Y'all want to protect white supremacy? Knock yourself out. You get Senator Cardin and everything that I did with Senator Van Hollen, Senator Cardin, Mikulski. We're talking about the man in the blue vest. We're talking about Emory. Yeah, DeRay, Mayor Pugh, Josh, and Warnock. We're talking about the elections. We're talking about Stokes. We're going to put it all on stage. Y'all brought the man in the blue vest here, and he made over $300,000 in 30 days. He ain't did shit in Baltimore, ain't doing shit in Baltimore, but y'all get that man a pass. She can go to jail. She can go to jail because Emory been shielding this corruption too, and y'all gonna run her for office. She works for Brian Frost in the Attorney General's office. Her family has a long history. If you can send her to jail, her family can go to jail too. If you can send her to jail, you got more people that can go to jail because y'all been shielding this corruption. Dixon went to jail just like Marion Barry, and y'all holding her up. That's Todd Yeary in your church. Y'all know I come to the church and shut shit down. Yeah, that's Christopher Irvin when he was running for office. See Pew, all right? Let's show the pictures what happened when I was down there, all right? Let's show the truth. Let's talk about Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. Photographers and journalists, know your rights. I know my rights, and I'm getting ready to lift them up. That's Best the Book Bus. We're giving out over 500,000 free books in Baltimore in 10 years. Best the Book Bus, so look her up. That's Jerry Coleman. Ask him about me. That's Ray Lewis. Ask him about me. That's Shorty. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. Social media for social changes. We talking about Governor O'Malley and his mom machine. Van Hollen. And that's Shorty. And we using toilets to get our message out. That's President Trump. And that's Governor O'Malley. And that's my bullhorn for this bullshit. That's Shorty's. Shorty's bootleg barbecue. So good I'm illegal. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And you ain't beat me yet. That's Shorty at St. Paul's. And that's my grill. Been in business since 1997. That's Marilyn Mosby. Like I said, she gonna go to jail. Our only way out is to snitch. Take that information that I gave her and go against the Department of Justice. If not, she gonna go to jail twice. And she ain't built for jail. Jail is built for her. These are the supporters of Shorty's. I did this at my store on Falls Road. That's my store when I first started on Falls Road. That's Anthony McCarthy, and that's me. I gave Anthony McCarthy my Shorty program. He gave it to Congressman Cummings, and he used it. Mayor Pugh used it. Y'all been using my Shorty program, and that program is copywritten, and I'm going to show you. Dr. Bundy been using it. We're going to go to your emails, and you're going to talk. We're going to talk a lot, Anthony McCarthy. It's about Baltimore. That's Christina Flowers. Y'all know who he is. That's Tessa's husband. You feel me? We're going to talk about the stage, how y'all set the stage. You feel me? Y'all running for office? I'm getting ready to run my mouth. I'm the king of talking shit, and I can back it up. I can back it up. You feel me? This is Baltimore. That's Diamond Tay and Shorty. Diamond Tay with the Baltimore's Teacher Union. And that's Leo Zimmerman. He's been archiving my story. You feel me? That's Natalia, Baltimore's Teachers Union. And this is Red Emma's. That's me at Red Emma's. The original Red Emma's. No, the second Red Emma's. The one on North Avenue. And that's my toilet. I'm going to keep shitting on you. I talking about Shorty, pull your mask up. Shorty, stop shitting on me. You feel me? I'm here. That's Baynard Woods. That's Ryan Dorsey. That's Mary Washington. That's Joshua Harris. That's Lou Clippinger. These are your elected officials. And I was making a movie about y'all, and y'all want to take pictures with me. That's me right there. You wouldn't let me on stage, and you don't want to talk about the war on drugs, but this is your elected officials. Baltimore, rewired. Right, Joshua Harris? You're talking about slavery under the 13th Amendment. I established the Underground Railroad in 1997. I went to jail like Martin Luther King. Letters from a Birmingham jail. The haves versus the have-nots. Jobs. We still doing the same thing Martin asked for 50 years later. I applied for his job, and I've been doing his work. Welcome to the Shorty Sideshow. Traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you made our kids the cash crop. I'm the king of fools. Yeah, the court gesture. But that's Jerry Coleman, and that's Shorty. That's Ray Lewis and Shorty. See Ray? See our amazing art? I'm an activist. I'm a community leader. I'm not a terrorist. So leaders of a beautiful struggle,